Hello everybody, my name is Thomas and welcome back to Thomas's Tutoring. In the previous video we did sequences on the verbal reasoning side, and today we'll be starting a new topic, timetables in the beginner level. So make sure to like, subscribe and comment down below if you have any requests. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. And then without any further ado, let's get cracking into some timetables. And no, these aren't your multiplication times tables. So what are timetables? The sort of timetables you might find in the 11 plus are ones at, say, bus stops, train stations, airports, or even your school timetable, like you might have maths and then break, and then say English, then French, then lunch, or something like that. So something like this. So you have lesson 1 at 9:15, then break at 10:15, lesson 2 at 10:35, lesson 3 at 11:30, then lunch at 12:25. It could be something like that. So, let's get cracking into our first exercise. And if John wants to arrive at Blackburn by 3:10 at the latest, what time does he need to leave Liverpool? And these times shown are the times of arrival, and you have 15 seconds for this starter problem. Okay, then that is 15 seconds up. So, the answer is he needs to leave Liverpool by 13:55. This slot here. Because then he arrives at 14:45. This here is a bit too late. To be fair, these train times are a bit ridiculous. I have another train problem further on, which is actually based on the real times. But yeah, so the second exercise. Jamie has a flute lesson at 11:25. According to this timetable, what lesson does he miss out on? So you have maths at 9:05, break at 10:05, PE at 10:25, English at 11:30, and lunch at 12:30. You have 20 seconds for this one. Okay, that's 20 seconds up. The answer here is his lesson starts during PE, but the amount of time you miss out on most would depend on how long his flute lesson is. So, in the 11 plus, they would make it a bit more explicit, but I would have said PE, because if he only has, say, a 5-minute flute lesson, which won't amount to much, it would mean that he doesn't miss out on much of English, like barely a minute or so. So, that's the answer to exercise 2. For our third exercise, we have what time does the train have to arrive at Barking if it needs to arrive at Fenchurch Street by 11:05, and the times table is on screen right now, and you'll have 30 seconds for this one. Okay, that's 30 seconds up. If you have the answer to it, it's 10:27, because that's the time when it leaves Barking, and then 10:54. So he arrives at Fenchurch Street by 10:55. Now you see, it's a very tight one. Actually, it's 10:37. I must have made a mistake typing it up, because that's a 5-minute difference, and these are 14 minutes, roughly 14 or 15. So yeah, it's 10:37. If you put 10:27, then you got the answer correct. If some of you use your common sense and put 10:37, then you would have got it correct as well. So for the fourth exercise, what time does the aeroplane arrive from Hong Kong to England in Hong Kong local time? So it's 8 hours. So say right now it's 10:42 in Hong Kong, it will be 6:42 in the evening. And if the plane takes 7 hours and departs at 8 a.m. English time, you'll have 35 seconds for this. And note that it's not a timetable, but it is to do with times, and there could well be a timetable at the airport. So that is 36 seconds up. So this isn't a timetable, as I said, but it's still to do with time, and it's actually a much harder question. But in the 11 Plus, they might provide you with a timetable for this sort of question. And the answer is, it will arrive in England at 3 p.m. Well, 15 a.m. doesn't actually make sense. It's 15 o'clock English time, and if it's +8 for Hong Kong time, it's 11 in the night, well, nearly midnight, for Hong Kong. So for our fifth exercise, our final problem, what time is Harry's tuba lesson? If it is 420 seconds into the English lesson, with the times being maths at 9:15, break at 10:20, English at 11:45, and French at 10:12. You'll have 45 seconds for this one. Let's start now. Okay, then that is 45 seconds up. So, basically, if it's 420 seconds into the English lesson, so the English lesson is at 10:45, 420 seconds, you might better know it as 7 minutes, or you should have figured out that it is equivalent to 7 minutes. And so the answer is 10:52. As you can see, that's all I've prepared. But that's all I've only prepared. It's not the end of the video, not quite yet. Because I've got to do my 3 top tricks and tips, which I forgot to put in this PowerPoint. Funnily enough, forgot to do it. But I would say, make sure to read the timetable through and through 3 times. So like read it, then reread it, then reread it. If that's even a word. I'm not even sure if that's a word in itself. But make sure to read it through 3 times. And do it how I said. So like, say this in your head. 9:15 is maths. 10:20 is break. And don't go say so 4:20 English, 4:20 minute. Because you might read the seconds as just 4:20 minutes English lesson. Bam. You need to read the question properly in correlation to the timetable. Now, make sure you use your common sense. Like in exercise 3. That's actually my fault that I put 10:27. If you use your brain and you used 10:37, then I think they would still give you the answer, because they might have just put 10:27 in there to check your common sense or something like that, some sort of trick question. And then my final tip is, make sure that you read the actual question through if it's a worded problem like exercise 4. Worded problems like exercise 4 are some of the most annoying, I have to give it, some of the most annoying ones, just because they're a pain to deal with. Like, you have to read it through 3 or 4 times, and even then it's still a bit unclear. But yeah, that sums up this video. I hope you all enjoyed and took something away with you. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below if you have any queries, suggestions or requests. Subscribe if you're new to the channel and want to see more of the timetables, which I'm definitely going to be doing more of. And if you have any requests, or like say you've done a question in a mock exam and then you just want to go over it to me, I'll be happy to help you out. And so that's all I have for today's video. Thank you all for watching again, and enjoy your nice weekend. Hopefully it's nice and sunny out there, as it is for me. And until my next video, have a very, very nice day. And until then, goodbye.